Talk about how close this season will, mirror the book. I mean, are we looking at a super faithful copy, or as things evolve, did you see new opportunities to alter, tweak, insert?
Yeah. I mean, the pilot, I feel, takes up almost half of the book. Really, not everything. We go back into some things, but we really chewed up a lot of book in the pilot. That was good too, because it really challenged us to come up with some different things and to create some things going ahead. But essentially, the first season is the first book in the sense that it starts and ends in a very similar fashion. But in the middle, especially towards the end of the season, we were able to do a lot of new stuff. It was really fun. It was just stuff, I think we got a few episodes in, and the actors and the locations and stuff were really informing us, and we were sort of writing to that, and it changed in a really fun way. It became something a little more, it just felt bigger and better for it. That's exciting.
So the show can get a bit graphic and gory at times.
Yes.
Is there anything that you had to tone down, or FX was?
No. That's why. In many ways they're great partners with us, but they're absolutely. Their whole thing is make it weirder, bigger, scarier, which is no problem at all. So no, really, other than sort of just very, sort of sensible things that we wouldn't really consider doing, I don't think there's been any. In fact, we have just sort of toned stuff down ourselves. It had nothing to do with the network. Just maybe that's a little too much. We pull back a little bit. We don't want people to really be grossed out. That's it's fun. It's fun trying to gauge people's responses. Like the worms. I got so used to the prosthetics and how scary the creatures look as we go along, I'd forgotten about the worms, which are largely VFX stuff. But that's what we're hearing is the pilot and the first episode. People are really freaked out by those worms. It came out so great. It's fun. The reaction stuff is great.
So which came first, the chicken or the egg? Was this originally planned as a TV series, and then something fell through and you guys proceeded with the books and the comic books? How do you?
Right. No. My understanding is that Guillermo thought he's always seen this as a long-form narrative, and his thinking was television. And he went in. This is before we had ever met, and people weren't really getting it. And so I think he had the idea to do it his own way, and to have something that he could then show to people and say, "This is what I'm talking about." So when we met, we just talked about the books, and we wrote the 3 novels, and that was it. We really, he and I both, wanted to make sure that we wrote the books and they were finished, and then try to do something else with it. So that's why we didn't go to the networks until we were done writing and stuff. So we could definitely have this idea. He always saw it as an eventual TV show. Way before TV was cool. We started in 2006, and I was kind of hoping for a movie. I thought this would make a great movie, but he's absolutely right. It's so much more fun to be able to take characters in and out, have them in jeopardy, lose some, gain some. This is a much better way to tell the story.
Who was hardest to cast?
I'm sorry?
Who was hardest to cast?
Hardest to cast? It's hard to say. We had a lot of good choices. It was hard in a good way, which is we can't go wrong which, actor or actress will be better. But the chemistry's been fantastic. If you notice, we have almost everybody here. We were able to get together and hang out last night. Just a really, really good group. Everyone is phenomenal. Anyone was I honestly can't think of any bumps in the road. I'm really lucky. Really lucky.
How do you find the balance and tone between some humor and some horror? And
I love it. I think it's fun. It's fun that our show isn't just one thing. It's sort of an easy pitch. It's a vampire show. Great. But we go to some really weird places. We do some really crazy stuff. There's some funny stuff. Not as much. There may be more coming. But yeah, it's really an entertaining show in every aspect. It's entertaining scary, it's entertaining weird, it's entertaining fun, and that's just, it was the same thing writing the books. It was so great to be able to go to different places and to play something really gory and play something really mythical, and the variety was really what excites me, and I think hopefully the viewer too. There's a lot of different books.
Okay guys, good to finish up.
Thank you.
Awesome.